Impressionism is an art movement that began in 1870 and ran through 1880 in France. Impressionists' purpose was to capture a momentary slice of life, experiment with the effects of light on color, limit the use of black to almost none, juxtapose complementary colors, create compositions with cropped edges and unusual angles, and create quick, expressive lines. For this two-part tutorial, we are going to use watercolor on watercolor paper with an underpainting. Paul Cézanne was a famous French artist who is most widely known as a post-impressionist painter. His work laid the foundation for the transition of the 19th century concept of Impressionism to a new and very different world of art in the 20th century. Cézanne's often repetitive, exploratory brushstrokes are very characteristic and easily recognizable. Cézanne is said to have formed the bridge between the 19th century Impressionism and the earliest 20th century new lines of artistic inquiry known as Cubism. Both Matisse and Picasso have said to remark that Cézanne is the father of us all. For more information on Paul Cézanne, please refer to the Adobe Spark presentation. To begin, we are going to create an underpainting. An underpainting is using simple muted colors that act as shadows or highlights to create your starting point plane. Here I am creating an image of grapes. I'm beginning with a deep blue-purple for my leaf, creating a shadow in the vein and the darker edge of the leaf towards the outer bottom edge. Now I'm creating a second back leaf that will be slightly darker than the front as the front leaf casts a shadow upon the leaf. I'm beginning to add in my grapes. The grapes are a red grape and have variation between a nice deep red purple and a ochre red yellow. Notice that I'm doing simple sketching and leaving open space for highlights and allowing the paint to pool at the bottom in order to help enhance my shadow. As we have discussed several times, when doing any kind of painting, drawing, or artwork in general, it's always a good idea to think in terms of layering. This is going to be our first base layer. After this area dries, if I want to go in and create a few more deeper shadows for my underpainting, I can definitely do that. But remember, this is just an underpainting. We're going to go back in with more color and add more impressionistic details, as well as color and lots of fun. Allow this portion to dry and come back for your next step. Allow this portion to dry and come back for your next step.